Okay, welcome aboard. This is Camera Parts for You, and today we will be disassembling a Sony DSC-N2. Some of the things you're going to need is something to put your screws in. We'll be using screw 45, 46, and number 1. You're also going to need a Phillips 00 micro screwdriver. Okay, let's get started. You're going to need to remove 5 external screws. So these are 2 screws to be removed. And here are 3 more screws on the bottom that need to be removed. And this is the final external 5th screw that needs to be removed. Okay, we got all 5 screws out and stored away, and now we're ready to open up the camera. We're going to begin by opening up the front case. You're going to pry off the top cover. Okay, front cover is off, and now we need to remove the lens. This is where damage can be done, so you need to be careful when you flip up the cable clamps. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so you can see what the cable clamps look like when they're closed. You need to be very careful when you flip these cable clamps open. They can break very easily. Once you have the cable clamps flipped in the upright position, they should look like this. Here's a zoomed in look. Once you verified that both cable clamps are fully in the upright position, you want to go ahead and remove the lens. Here we see that the lens is completely removed. Okay, once the lens is out of the housing, you can flip over the lens and you can see the CCD and the screws. If you choose to replace the CCD, you're going to remove both screws as shown in the picture. Okay, now we're going to remove 3 screws. Screws number 46. And 1 screw number 2. You're going to need to remove the plastic part that covers the USB port. You're going to pry it up and pull it out. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the cables from the cable clamps. We have 2 cables to remove. Here's the first one. And there's the second one. The next step is to flip over the system board and remove the 2 flexi cables shown in the picture. Okay, next you're going to need to pry up the black plastic part. You're going to pry where the arrows show in the picture. There are little hooks where you see the arrows in the picture. You're going to release these hooks and pull up the plastic part. Here's a close-up look of those hooks. Now you don't want to pull it up all the way. You just want to gently pull it up to expose the capacitor underneath. You're going to need to discharge this capacitor before continuing. Okay, now we want to completely remove the flash assembly as shown in the picture, and we're going to need to remove screw number 46. The next step is to remove this black plastic part. You're going to release it where the arrows are showing. Now remove the flexi cable and remove the 2 screws number 46. Okay, now we're going to remove the middle frame. You're going to pull up on it and flip it over. Okay, so if you need to remove the door, here I use some masking tape to hold the spring in place. Kind of makes installation easier. You're going to push down the pin as shown in the picture. Push the pin through the hole, flip the camera over and pull out the pin. Okay, the door is now removed. To install the door, just reverse the procedure. Here's a close-up of what the door spring mechanism should look like prior to installation. You're going to need to remove 2 flex cables. This is number 1 and this is number 2. Where you see the arrow pointing, there's a metal bar. You're going to need to go ahead and remove that, otherwise it's going to get lost. Now you can go ahead and remove the backlight plate, and underneath that go ahead and remove the backlight. Next we're going to go ahead and remove the LCD, and finally removing the option panel assembly. Just one more last thing, I want to show you the positioning of the doorstop just in case you need to install a new one. Okay, that's it. Thanks for joining us. Come visit our website at www.camerapartsforyou.com, where you can download more camera repair videos, and if you need camera parts, we got them.